Guys, we're going to the Alliance. Are we winning 4?
In a parallel universe, yes, I agree.
We're going to the Alliance.
Guys, just drink a vodka before you come here.
Yo people, back with another episode of Biased Bruddas, and it's been a mad weekend, and we have a diminished Biased Bruddas show today. It's just 3:36, but still, we could still talk a lot. And we're starting with obviously Liverpool. Liverpool finally lost a game. Finally, no more Invincibles.
It happens, I think, with the Atletico game, I said that there's an Atletico game plan and they having a good game plan and taking over us. I think the Watford game was totally, we being outplayed and a lot of players having a very poor game. When the lines was released, I was very worried seeing Lovren starting in front of Matip. Matip for me is a lot better than Lovren and a lot better at what Lovren brings to the table. Lovren is a peculiar centre back in the fact that most forwards are afraid that pacey strikers are running behind. I think anytime Lovren is faced up against a centre forward that's big and strong, that is what Troy Deeney is. He's not very quick, he's not very fast, he's not going to run in behind. He's basically going to have the ball played into him, he's going to hold it up and bring the Folo or Saz, it would be, into the game. I think he really struggled with that, and all the goals basically came from in and around Lovren mistakes, except the second goal, which was just probably bad positioning or us not putting enough pressure on the ball. But I think with the first header, the throw-in, he went touch tight to Deeney, and he's starting to grapple with Deeney instead of playing the game. I don't think Van Dijk closed down the other players as fast as they should. It's a poor game from us, and we were deservedly beaten to them.
I saw the halftime score. It was 0-0, right?
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be easy pickings
Yeah.
for Liverpool. Because me and Randy was doing a game, and Brewster was out to Randy. Brewster is a Liverpool fan. And he was saying 0-0 is a bad sign to be out for Liverpool, because Liverpool dropping in form and dropping in confidence. 0-0 at halftime is a bad sign. And he said Liverpool might end up losing the game, and he was right. But I didn't expect that, though. That was crazy.
I think halftime, we've been losing at halftime, we've been drawn at halftime. I think we came on in the second half and I didn't see the fire, the desire, and Lovren constantly being bullied and outplayed led to other mistakes in the team, because instead of Trent playing the ball to him, he tried to go back to Alisson, which caused an interception.
Why didn't play Gomez, though?
Gomez wasn't fit, Gomez was injured.
Oh,
and they're saying that Matip was more match fit than Lovren. So the decision to start Lovren was made, which we now in hindsight see is a terrible decision.
Van Dijk lost, I think, about 6 Liverpool games, 6 or 8 or something in his career, right?
Okay, that's interesting stuff.
And I think about half of that,
Yeah.
he played alongside Lovren, and he lost all of them. Every game he played alongside Lovren, he lost.
Well, then that's a sign.
Well, yeah, Lovren played in the Champions League final against Real Madrid.
Did he know? I think it was Matip.
No, I think it was Lovren.
It was Lovren and Van Dijk. I think that was when he no game.
Was it? Okay.
So
okay,
I still
good.
think
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it was
Yeah.
Lovren. It was Lovren.
So,
Yeah,
every
it was
game
Lovren.
Matip and Van Dijk and
Yeah.
Lovren played together.
Jomo
But he's before choice centre back for a reason. So
You know what Lampard did with our 4th choice centre back? Sell him to Arsenal.
David Luiz is only 4th
Yeah.
choice centre back. I disagree.
In Lampard's opinion, that way it was.
I think he's better than Tomori.
Which is the centre back, you know? Christensen, Zuma,
Rudiger.
Rudiger.
He's on a 3rd choice, and I think he's better than Christensen.
When Lampard eyes, he was
Okay.
4.
In your eyes.
No, in Lampard,
eyes.
that's why Lampard sold him.
In your eyes.
But Lampard said he was 4th choice.
Yeah, but in your eyes, what number Luis would be?
Second.
Second after who? Rudiger?
At the time,
Mhm.
at that point in time, yeah, it was
Okay. I think Christensen rash.
Because I think he improved recently, though.
I find his rash in the Bayern game.
Everybody was.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. So.
Yeah.
But back to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think even today was our 3rd loss on the bounce.
3 losses in 4 games and 3
Yeah.
consecutive away losses.
Okay, in all competitions.
Yeah.
Because we have a FA Cup loss, a Premier League loss,
And champs.
and a Champions League loss.
All away from home.
All away from home. The Champions League loss, I'll go on record saying this, if when we beat Atletico, then going out of the FA Cup would be a vindicated decision, in my eyes. If we get past Atletico, that means we're still in the hunt for the two major trophies that if you had told me at the start of the season you'd be in the quarterfinals and be in the league with such a large gap, I would have taken it and be out the FA Cup and out the Carling Cup.
All on Twitter today was calling Liverpool pretenders because it had all this big talk about Liverpool being the greatest side ever, and now they might end up finishing the season with just the league. Which is still good considering it's the first ever league that Liverpool would win. But the hype behind Liverpool up to 3 weeks ago, everybody thought Liverpool was going to be the greatest side ever. Invincible's gone.
True.
And now the treble gone.
Okay.
So the only thing they could win now, besides the league, because the league already win in my opinion.
I mean,
Is the Champions League.
back to the game itself, right? I mean, I saw bits of the highlights, and man, in most of the highlights, to be honest, the Liverpool players look really tired, in my opinion.
Watford game?
Yeah.
Watford or Chelsea?
Watford game, I'm talking about. I realized the intensity look like it dropped a peg.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And like, Van Dijk, when Sa was racing through, he watched him, and then like a good 3-4 seconds had passed, and then he went to sprint after him, which is very uncharacteristic of him. I realized the pressing in the midfield as well wasn't as high as normal. I think they need a break, and the squad need to rotate.
I think this period Liverpool going through now proves the importance of Henderson.
Henderson and Miller, yes.
Because
Just to have that driving force in the midfield.
I think Liverpool,
And he's the captain as well too. When
I
the
think
team is down, he
since
helps the team
Henderson,
get back up.
like in the last year or a little year and a half,
Yeah.
Liverpool has lost every game that Henderson has not.
It's been very important.
I think Henderson, not having the
And
Henderson.
that just shows how underrated Henderson is.
Not having Henderson or Miller, that vocal presence in the midfield, I think we tend to suffer without it. Because I don't think, because of where Van Dijk's position is, Henderson and Miller kind of lead the press. They kind of initiate the press. And again, I think we suffered because of that.
And
We didn't
also,
have it.
Trent Alexander-Arnold was exposed numerous times defensively.
That Watford game was the worst I ever seen Trent play.
Yeah.
Because the crosses was going all over the
I mean,
place.
sometimes
And usually Trent crosses on point.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find Andy Robertson
Even
defending
Robertson,
in
yeah.
his centre back position. Which,
I think if a really attacking player like Wilfred Zaha was to take on Trent, you would see the flaws in his game.
that is
He's not as polished defensively as Robertson.
Yeah.
He has you could get at him, and he's a bit rash at times.
But Billy Gilmore today, just want to point out, was absolutely fantastic. Just mad. Forget Liverpool for a while, Billy Gilmore is the next Frank Lampard.
And that's a brave.
And I'm saying it. I saying it for the camera right now, Billy Gilmore, next Frank
Today
Lampard.
is the third match.
To the match.
To
Well,
the
by the time
match.
this video come out,
8:58 PM.
it'll be the fourth match.
The fourth match, okay.
Scarlet 2020.
Yes.
So what about Mason Mount, which everybody touted as the next Frank Lampard?
No, Mount.
Yeah.
Mount is not.
I even heard some of them say Tammy Abraham as the next job.
Yeah,
That's a stretch. That's long.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying though. They had a picture with Drogba and
I saw it, I saw it.
and Mount and
I saw
Tammy.
it.
I mean, he could be the next Joe Allen.
Well, I don't think
Problem.
I don't think they was comparing like they're gonna be the next Drogba and the next Lampard. I think they were just saying that this is our generation of Lampard and Drogba.
But that's kind of like the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
How?
It's for one game,
They're just our generation.
Spell out.
We don't have Frank Lampard, we don't have Hazard and them. And again, this is our generation of them stature of players.
I think Tammy missing a number of things from his game to be the Drogba like character. I don't think he had that strength to
Yeah,
put
he
the
don't
ball
even
and-
play.
And he doesn't have the desire, I think, to score goals. He a little bit flat. I mean, he started the season flat, but I find now that I think Drogba would have gotten a goal by now. I think Tammy a little, even though he's injured, I still find he don't have
Drogba had
that fire.
That bulldog kind
Yeah,
of
that fire.
approach.
Yeah.
Chase down every single
Yeah.
thing,
I just
Now, I
Still young, still.
I enjoyed that performance from my number 2 keeper today. He kept my number 2 keeper had to be the best number 2 in the best
Keeper.
in the whole world.
You can say his last name.
Well,
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
but I read something that Lampard said that Caballero is ahead of him, yes, but Caballero just have a better
No,
training
Kepa is
period.
number 2.
You just said Kepa is number 2.
Yeah, he's number 2.
You just said Caballero is number 2.
No, I said Kepa.
You said Caballero, but you know in your heart you know Caballero is number 2. I think Lampard just trying to prove a point to Kepa with all the high string mistakes and whatnot.
And Kepa, like, he proved his point. Because Kepa, he had a point to prove, and today was just well done.
So you expect to see Kepa back starting?
Yeah,
Based on the FA Cup game?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, time will tell.
Because Willie play what, 4 or 5 games? 6 games?
Already?
Yeah, 6 games.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Will he play in the Champions?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, he's a clear number 2 keeper.
Yeah.
Like he's
I mean,
he's like a number 4.
where has he been proven? City, Malaga.
No, but he's a number 2 keeper at all those
Argentina.
places. No, he's Argentina number 1.
Yeah.
How about Romero? But
True. He's a number 2 everywhere you go.
and he's a number 2 at United.
Both of them is number 2s, I find. Romero.
You know his number
Caballero.
2. You know they say our number 2.
Kepa, I just hope he keep up this form going forward. Because we need him for Everton on the weekend. And we need him especially for that Bayern.
So who do you think should be Spain's number 1?
Kepa.
I disagree. I put David.
I'll put that one.
There, I find he done.
What?
Yeah, he done.
How could you say that?
He done. It
Oh,
happened.
based on what?
I mean,
Everything. He done.
He's been one of United's best
Yeah.
performer consistently over the past
Between
6-7
between
seasons.
2014 and 2017.
What?
After that,
No!
a downward slope.
No, before, up until the 2018 World Cup.
Up until before Solskjaer took the
Nah,
Yeah.
even before that.
Nah.
Even before that.
Nah.
Even
He
when
played
he
here
was
twice,
this.
you know.
I mean,
Even
he had a horrid World Cup.
Yeah, but he doesn't manipulate here twice, you know.
that don't mean he was good.
Yes,
It
he
was
was
it's
good.
easy to
Shows
be
he's the best
No,
player in
It's easy to be
Manchester United.
manipulated. It's easy to be
So
manipulated.
where was Kepa during that time in Bilbao?
Yeah.
Right, but Kepa is playing number 1 right now.
No.
Yes.
No.
We'll see for the
That's up
Euros.
for debate.
I want to see for the
But
Euros.
for Nations League, Kepa was playing number
That was
1.
then. If you have a friend, you know we go see.
He was still in 1.
Nah.
Well, not
And he's
now.
number 2.
Not now because of club.
Jomo, your boy Adrian was playing well at the start of the season, even better than Kepa, Spanish keeper.
But Adrian is a number
But
2 keeper.
Adrian
when
Adrian is
Alisson
careless
had-
now.
Alisson
Is
had
that?
a period injured, remember, in the beginning of the season.
Adrian is careless now.
And I was
Yeah,
praying,
you see that William goal.
I was praying that Alisson returns to full fitness. Once Alisson is not there, I am very afraid. I'm very worried.
Oh, William. You see William goal?
Yes, I saw it.
We make a
That's why I pray for Alisson. That's why every night I just say I pray that he stays fit, that nothing happens to him.
But it was a decision to drop him, right? It was not injury that keep him out of the team today. It was just
Yeah,
a
but
rest.
you need to rest.
Rotation.
Yeah, rotation.
Oh, okay, look.
I will have a number 2 keeper that tested in the Premier League at the same as West Ham. So you just to keep his spirits up, just to keep him sharp. You should give him a game.
Well, it was good to see both number 2 keepers going. I don't know. But switching to Spain, guys.
Before you switch.
Alright, go
Anyway,
ahead.
guys, leave down in the comments who you think Spain's top first choice keeper should be.
Kepa, obviously. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Well, anyway, switching to Spain. El Clasico. Madrid
Oh, classic match.
finally beaten Barca. The
Yeah.
first time since 2014.
At home.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. And since Ronaldo left La Liga, Messi has not scored or assisted in El Clasico.
Okay.
Interesting stuff.
Does that mean that Ronaldo fired out?
Possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the case.
Okay. What's the thoughts on the game?
Barca had a good first half.
I looked at the game. I thought Real Madrid controlled the play in the first half. Barca had the better
Barca
chances.
had a good first half.
Messi had a shot 1v1. Surprised he messed it up. Also,
But Ronaldo went in just a moment at
Half time,
half time.
I mean,
Ronaldo did his thing.
I mean,
in the dressing room.
Yeah.
the first half I would say was pretty even because Courtois didn't have many saves to make. Real Madrid, they had.
He
some
had a
good-
big one on Messi though. The big
Yeah.
save on Messi.
That's an easy save though.
That was it was.
But it was the
short.
biggest
it was
chance. It was the
straight
biggest chance.
I think Varane had to rush Messi into a shot. Into the
Yeah, I
shot.
agree.
Because and then
I see Busquets play that ball over the top. I didn't know he had that. You know.
Yeah.
Since when Busquets is
Yeah,
such
well,
Over the
Fabregas?
top, true. Over the top. Yeah.
Since when he's Fabregas? I never
It
knew.
was a
that.
save over height for Kepa. I mean Courtois.
Mhm.
But even Courtois as a goalkeeper, it doesn't really convince me too much. I think you have a mistake in him. He's not world class for me. I mean, plenty people might disagree with me, but I find
That is
just consider.
There's World Cup Golden Ball winning it, Golden Glove winning it.
No problem. Just consider a lot of soft holes. For me, the top keepers would be Ter Stegen, Alisson, Ederson,
And Kepa.
and number 2 keeper.
Oblak
Oblak would be the top four for me. I don't think Kepa. I think Kepa and the Leno and the
second
Rui Patricio.
The number 2 keepers.
Yeah, number 2 keepers.
Fair enough.
But I think El Clasico was good.
That was actually the first Clasico I watched in a long time.
Yeah. Why?
It just lost the vibes for me.
No,
Like I stopped watching. No, not even Ronaldo. I stopped watching Clasico after Dino leave.
What?
Yeah.
Boy.
I never used to watch Clasico
After it had
I just used to watch highlights.
Barca teams with Henry and Eto'o,
Really?
Iniesta,
That's not a lot.
Xavi,
Yeah.
Puyol.
No, but I used to watch highlights though, but I never
Okay.
used to watch the game.
Dani
Okay.
Alves.
I did watch the Copa 2011 final when Bale killed Barca.
Yeah, but
I didn't even
the road runner
Yeah.
on the track.
But I didn't watch any league games.
Yeah, okay. That's a good Clasico to watch if you ever watch a Clasico. Boy. That road runner.
The Bale,
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
But that leave Madrid on top. The team.
Yeah, well, not too much. I think that Clasico was more chess match Clasico I've ever watched. And if I speak to some of my Real Madrid friends, they are kind of worried where the goal's going to come from in the team. Because other than Benzema, they don't really have a goal scoring threat. Which is something where they'll actually see for a Real Madrid team. I mean, when last can we talk about a Real Madrid team without the number 9? Who else is where the goal's going to come from?
That's true.
I mean, this Clasico here wasn't living up to the hype of the previous Clasicos because both teams are in terrible form this season by their standards, right? I mean, like he said, Real Madrid top scorers besides Benzema. I mean, they bought who? They bought Luka Jovic, they bought Hazard. Hazard out for the season. 1 goal, 2 assists, 15 matches. The numbers and the price tag is not really
Who would have ever thought in a Clasico you would have seen the scorers, Vinicius and Mariano? Nobody would have ever
You know, as you bring up that point, the Clasico was basically Vinicius versus Semedo for 85
Basically,
minutes.
yeah. That's what it
That
was.
was a good battle. But yeah, Real Madrid fully deserved.
I saw a tweet on Twitter.
Hopefully it's bring back some confidence to them.
Saw a tweet saying
What played to Madrid? They're like,
this would be if Madrid win the league, it would be the first trophy that Hazard didn't deserve.
I mean, he didn't play as
That's why.
I don't think that's a fair statement.
But that's why.
Yeah. But I mean, he was part of the team.
Well, you need 5 games to get a medal, so.
Only 5?
Yeah, you need
I mean,
5 games.
Arbeloa have a World Cup to his name, not so.
Yeah.
So.
Chalobah have a Premier League medal and he played 5 games with it. So.
Okay.
I mean, Thomas Lemar have a World Cup.
I mean, at the end of the day, the squad players, they play a part in training, so I guess.
But you still need to play 5 games.
Yeah, but still, I think players.
I remember George
contributing.
McEachran in 2017. He was part of the when you're having the ceremony, when you're lifting the trophy, I think, he was part of the players walking out who didn't play the 5 games. So he didn't get a medal, but he still walked out as part of it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, play 5 games together.
That's good.
Yeah.
I find we should. Okay, 10 games to go. Who ain't play? Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get a medal.
Yeah.
Well, guys, they go back to the Premier League. And it's like,
Boy.
nobody in the Premier League, well, besides City and Liverpool, like nobody want to finish in top 4. Because let's watch Chelsea and Man, for example. Anytime Chelsea draw, Man draw. Chelsea lost, Man lost. And that's how it goes. Since November. Since November. Chelsea and Man have been matching results since November. And Spurs are the same too. Spurs like they don't want to finish in the top 10.
Arsenal have
To the
a
top
game
4.
versus City, right?
Yeah, because of the League Cup.
Okay, well that's predictable outcome.
So it's looking, and with City might get in the ban.
True.
5th place going in Champions League.
Yeah.
So that means Sheffield United in the Champions League next season.
I doubt they'll
But tell you, the Liverpool, the Leicester,
Chelsea, obviously.
Yeah, Nicholas Wallace.
Liverpool, Leicester. Well, if City doesn't get the ban, City. And next one, boy. I would love to see Wolves, but
But City getting the ball.
That's the order you feel the league.
No,
finishes?
it's just random order.
No. The league finishing, I would say Liverpool, City, Leicester, and that fourth place. As much as I would love to see Wolves or Sheffield get it. I want to see none of the so-called top six.
So
besides the City and
all
Liverpool.
Wolves and Sheffield.
Yeah, basically.
And-
I would love to, I wonder where Chelsea, United, Tottenham, and Arsenal finish between 7th and 10th there, I think.
Well, you know.
I mean, it's very optimistic,
it's
but I think Chelsea and United will creep in.
6 and 7 go to Liverpool, you guys.
6 and 7?
Yeah, 6 and 7 FA Cup and League Cup. So at the moment, since City in the Champions League position, Villa will be in the Europa League because they was in League Cup final
Right.
as the runners up.
Yeah.
And same thing will be for FA Cup.
So where the 5th place is going?
Europa League.
5th and 6th Europa League.
Oh, that mean with City 6 and 7.
Yeah.
One is the first qualifying round, I think one is the third qualifying round.
I think the league will finish Liverpool, City, Leicester.
You know, that's 5 points above Chelsea.
Yeah, they're gonna
That
win.
could slip.
Nah,
That could slip.
Chelsea too inconsistent.
Who Leicester?
But
There's 10 more games to play. You know?
Liverpool, a quote me on this: Liverpool, City, Leicester, Chelsea. I think the Man U too inconsistent, and I think
Chelsea too.
Solskjaer have a lot
Everybody
of.
in top 4 is inconsistent.
Yeah, but I mean, as much as I want Wolves to catch up, and as much as shout out to Jimenez, Diego Jota, as well as Adama Traore, I just feel like they're missing the little X factor, and I feel Chelsea have enough experience with Lampard to kind of just match results and hold on for the next 10 games. I think Wolves could be 5th. I think Arsenal is outside because of the inconsistencies. I mean, Aubameyang was a hero.
I
He's
wish
having
we
a
had
good
Chris
season.
here. I wish we had Chris here to talk about that.
But hey, listen,
Yeah.
Wolves and United actually do have a good shot at the Champions League, not in the league, but they're still in the Europa League.
Europa
Remember the
League.
winner of the Europa League
Go straight
goes
to
to the
Champions
Champions League.
Oh yeah,
still
so
have
that'll be
that
5.
shot.
That'll be 5 teams.
Yeah.
So it'll be 5th and 6th.
What Spanish teams in the Europa League?
Spanish teams, you have Sevilla, who won it 3 years in a row. You have
You know, Spanish teams that take a liking to the
we have
Europa League.
Getafe.
oh yes, Getafe beat Ajax in the round
Yeah.
of 32. So
Yeah.
that is another.
That was a good game.
I think
Is
we could probably look at
Villarreal in
Sevilla.
it? I'm
Sevilla.
not sure. Yeah, Sevilla is a
That one,
candidate.
I think Spanish teams.
Inter Milan is another candidate.
Right.
I think the Spanish teams done.
Yeah.
I'm done for Spanish teams. Anyway.
True.
I mean, Getafe is playing this.
I think Inter is a problem.
Inter is definitely a problem.
Inter is a problem.
Manchester United look decent against Bruges.
They have
albeit against
a
Tottenham.
easy draw against Lasco Fan FC.
Yeah, who Man United player? I never heard of that. side.
Lasco Fan.
Lasco fan?
Yeah, Lasco Fan. Lask.
Okay. They have fans?
Yeah, the fans will be in the stadium.
Nice.
Yeah, well, man, you have.
Oh, Roma versus Sevilla, that'll be a decent one.
Man, you had to play a weak pass with in the Europa League. Usually they had to play a
Who
strong
do
pass.
Who Wolves got?
Wolves. I can't remember.
Who they have don't matter. That form that Wolves team in. I think the
I
Jimenez,
think-
Jota, and Traore
It's
are going to be
Benfica.
problems.
Yeah, and then in midfield you have Neves,
Is,
Moutinho
Moutinho.
with experience. You have
I
experience.
can see Wolves.
keeper in
I can see
Patricio.
Wolves going final.
I can see them as well. I want them to. I like Cody and Bolly and I can't remember the next centre back name.
But,
And then
I
Doherty.
know, like,
Yeah,
wait,
no.
Patricio
Next one.
is the first keeper I see wearing number 11.
He does?
They put
Yeah.
they put extra one man.
He wearing number 11. Like, I never see that before.
He probably one squared.
I never see a keeper wearing number 11. Bro. They're like when Gallas was wearing number 10.
Playing centre back.
Yeah,
And next topic when Chris should be here to discuss.
Bularus for us was playing left back and he was number 9.
Yeah.
Khaled Bularus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big throwback there.
Left
Yeah,
back
boy.
and he's number 9. Weird.
Rusa and Bosingwa was around in that time too.
Nah, Bularus was long before. That was like Ranieri days.
Oh, Tom Carvalho.
Long before
Nah,
Carvalho.
Carvalho came with Mourinho.
Bularus is what, Dutch, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
I never see a left back wearing number 9 before. And Sidwell was.
Steve Sidwell?
Yeah, he was defensive man wearing number 9. So a whole set of weird numbers. But yeah, Wolves, I want to see them.
I want to say, I think they'll make it, man.
Yeah.
And the Wolves, I think if we sit down and look at Wolves, this is a throwback to a time before, you know, because if it does look, most keepers are sweeper keepers, and Rui Patricio is a sweeper keeper. When you look at how deep Conor Cody plays, it's actually a throwback because you know you have a deep sweeper with 2 man markers. That's the other 2
And
centre
I believe they play 4-4-2 as well.
No, they play 3 at the back.
4-3-3, yeah.
No, they play 3 at the back.
Wolves?
Yeah. Wolves played like
I
a
think that's 3-4-3,
consistently.
yeah, 3 at the back,
3-4-3.
3 at the back, 3 centre backs, Doherty and the left back.
You sure they don't play 4-4-2?
Nah, in the middle I had
With
Neves,
Jota and
Neves and Moutinho, and I had the 3 at top. So it's
Jota and Jimenez
5-3-2.
don't play on
5-2-3.
Traore,
Jimenez and Jota. And Neves and Moutinho behind them, and they're the back 5. Cody,
Right,
Koulibaly,
yes.
I can't remember the next centre back name, Doherty, and then the left wing back.
Yes. Yeah. Well, who do you think could be in the final? United and Wolves? Or Inter and Wolves? Or?
Internals, yeah, internals.
I mean, I would put it down to these 4 teams. I would say United, Inter, Wolves, and Sevilla.
Can't
And
count them Sevilla.
to pick 2 out of them, that's tough.
How about the Olympiacos, the giant killers?
Chris, wait.
Chris, well, next time, huh?
Unlucky Chris.
Lucky.
But yeah, I find I talk about no Champions League. Let me just
Touch on Champions League. Bayern, Chelsea. Masterclass from Thiago Davies at left back. That Bayern team could be a problem. But that, or is that Chelsea was just...
Yeah, we were just poor.
They play a poor Chelsea side.
Poor Chelsea.
But, you know, with we number 2 keeper being promoted to number 1, and the new Frank Lampard, Billy Gilmore, in the squad now.
He took the
new Frank Lampard, please stop saying that.
Billy Gilmore, new Frank Lampard.
You know Frank Lampard has the most goals for a midfielder in the Premier League?
Yeah.
And it, when you no respect on any name I mentioned, Billy Gilmore, you've never heard of
Just saying new Frank.
Oh, you know Billy Gilmore won't die out like Ross Barkley. You know you're saying that about Ross Barkley.
Because Barkley started Everton.
Next school.
He started Everton?
Yeah.
Frank Lampard started at West Ham.
West Ham was producing quality players at that time. Carrick and all that. Canuti and Tevez and all them players. So,
Ferdinand.
Fair enough. Well, Ferdinand, he started in Leeds, huh? Or he started
No,
West Ham?
started West Ham.
And then he went to Leeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
West Ham had a taking Shaka his slopper as well.
Yeah.
Even I think we should touch on the City Madrid game.
That was also a good
I thought Madrid would have gone away with it, but I
Me
think
too,
City with the changes. Could we talk about Pep team?
masterclass. That was a tactical man.
I think that's something that you do, and if it works out, everybody says it's a masterclass. And if it
But
doesn't,
if it do work out,
it's like what
Choose
is
your
Pep doing?
criticize.
Is it that he was playing De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva as a both false line?
I think it's a Brennan.
I think Gabriel Jesus was the.
Yeah, Jesus started.
No, he was playing left back.
What?
Yeah,
Left back.
yeah,
Jesus?
yeah,
Gabriel
left wing back.
Jesus.
Yeah. Bernardo.
You serious?
Pull it up. Like,
Nah.
I did. We should
No,
probably get a screenshot right
no,
here
no.
and lineups.
Mendy
Mendy
played
was
left back.
but
He has played left wing. I mean, right in front of Mendy. He has played
left wing, yeah. I could
It was a
see
mad formation.
Jesus started as a score striker.
No.
Oh, yes.
De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva sat on top, and he was going to Urana. He was going to Cavara.
The probably
Alright,
switch in the game, but
in the back, right? It was Funa. Who it was? It was Laporte,
Yeah, Laporte.
and he come off injured. Who's the next one? Fernandinho.
Yeah.
Laporte, Fernandinho. Then you had Walker, Mendy. In the middle was Bernardo Silva, Rodri, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
De Bruyne. Then it
Yeah.
was Jesus, Mahrez, and who's that next one? Boy?
Sterling and Sar.
So then start.
David Silva. No.
Nah.
Who was the next one, boy?
But anyway.
Yeah. I think it was like
Gundogan. I believe.
Gundogan.
Yes, so you're right. That quite possibly.
Yeah, he was playing left wing.
Yeah.
And there's a masterclass by Pep. I guess it worked out in the end.
Yeah,
I think the goals came from Madrid mistakes though. A good header by Jesus where I think Ramos should have been more aware who was around him. And I think Sterling, having that first Sterling to come off the bench, again our next masterclass by Pep, if he meant it, invited the challenge from Caravan.
Very good
And
substitution.
I don't think you can put any disrespect on Caravan's name, but
I mean,
Pep
It's just that-
like playing against Madrid.
I mean,
He does.
Overall, I think City controlled the game. City dominated the game. They had more chances. They were better. I mean, when Real Madrid got the goal, I mean, I really thought Real Madrid was going to pull it home, but City just.
They score first, huh?
yeah, they
Let's
did.
go.
I mean,
Let's
City
go.
just
Get this
proved
go.
too good for them, and you see the quality of players on the pitch. It just said it all.
Yeah.
So Real Madrid going home?
I mean, City are butlers.
I would say. Yeah.
I would love to. I would love them to go through, but I don't think City will bottle is the
City, Etihad is
The Etihad is not a place with atmosphere.
It don't need to be.
There are like 10 people in Etihad.
It don't need to be.
Yeah, I mean, I see more people in the Hazy Crawford
Than
than
in
in
the
Etihad
Etihad.
already, but you can make a point for them. Yeah.
There's more people in that press
And that's the next thing
than a
too.
City game.
The atmosphere at the Bernabeu was not atmospheric at all.
It wasn't there.
It was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. In comparison to the Wanda Metropolitano.
I find even Clasico was dead.
Yeah, in comparison to the Napoli game in Naples, those stadiums were really.
Barca draw 1-1.
Yeah,
Napoli,
it
It was a poor Barca performance. So.
Yeah, I mean it was
Expected.
boring possession,
Yeah.
like no purpose.
I really wanted Napoli
I
to
think
go.
City will go through.
I think Barca will go through. That away goal.
I think
go back to the Camp Nou.
Bayern will beat Chelsea 2-1 at home.
Back to what I was saying. My number 2 keeper promoted to number 1.
Wait now,
Next
Chelsea was home?
Next Frank Lampard, yeah. So we guys, we're going to the Alliance and we're winning 4.
In a parallel universe, yes, I agree.
We're going to the Alliance.
Scarlett has drinking vodka before you come here.
I mean, I would say Bayern Munich win 2-1.
We're going to the Alliance.
Scarlett only get 4 goals and we have 3 goals.
3 goals was that.
Well, I can tell you where to start.
Alright, who gonna score the goals?
I can tell you where to start. Go to last year's Champions League. Liverpool conceded 3-0 to Barcelona.
See, you know what we're going
But
to
that was
4-0
a way
in second
too.
leg.
You know what we're
That was a way too. Them concede 3 at home.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
we're
boy.
winning 4-0 anyway.
And who's
Who's scoring now?
Who's scoring for?
Well,
Mount and Abraham.
Olivier
and
Giroud
Gilmore.
scoring. Olivier Giroud scoring the first 2. They're going to be a header,
Yeah, legs still. Alright.
and a tapping from.
If he could get out the half, yeah.
The third goal going to be from Jorginho, going to be a penalty.
It had to be a
Yeah,
penalty.
going to be a penalty. And
Davies go for them.
yeah,
Alright.
and the winner in the 88th minute.
Like 2 goals they called it.
They're 3. I said 2 from.
3, yeah.
2 from Giroud?
Yeah, 2 from
Yeah.
Giroud.
Okay.
The 80th
Jorginho,
minute.
and the 88th minute.
The
now.
World Cup boss, boy, who scored? How much he scored in World Cup?
88th minute going to be
0.
Mason Mountain Dew.
What?
That goal really overdue, boy.
Mason Mountain Dew. That was good.
Mason.
Number 19, Mason.
Mason not on range, basically.
Scarlett, could you also give us a lot of numbers? So like, if that prediction come to pass, we could just play a lotto.
Well,
Jomo shave ahead if that prediction come to pass.
quick to sum up, quick to
You don't want to say if that prediction comes to pass. If it doesn't happen, you can shave your head.
You know, that's really topic of Champions League. What a terrible performance from Juventus.
well, I wish Daniel was here.
Daniel, we want
Daniel.
Ronaldo. Well.
What do you think about Ronaldo performance?
I think Ronaldo will get him in the second leg.
Randy actually did a Ronaldo celebration.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Thoughts on Leon Juventus? I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Boring. Juventus just look flat in
Flat,
every part.
as typical Sarri game, like we had the same problem with Sarri at Chelsea last season. Man. It just translates over to you. Like it's just set aside sideways.
I still expect them to win it over the 2 legs. I do predict they'll win 2-0 at home comfortably. And I do think Bayern will beat Chelsea 2-1 at home. So 5-1 on aggregate.
4-0.
So, Champions League is next week. Resuming? Yes.
They were Dortmund, PSG, Atleti, Liverpool.
Yeah. That will be the Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, quick before we go, who to win Champions League? Well, not to win. The final.
The 8th? Or Champions League?
Yeah.
Who we see coming out from
The final.
draws?
The final. Because we already said
Europa League final.
Inter and Wolves for Europa League.
You go first, Joe. I'll take some time to think about it.
Yeah, quick before we go.
Liverpool.
I mean, it is Biased Bruddas, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool Bayern.
I will
Liverpool
go
Bayern.
first. I will go first and say Chelsea and City.
Chelsea in Champions League, sir?
I tell you, next
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
And when you lose 3-0, who at home, that means you have the controller?
I tell you, Mason Mountain Dew coming, huh?
Chelsea versus who? City?
Yeah. No, let me
Not
scratch
mad
that.
finally.
Let me scratch that. Chelsea and Juve.
This isn't Chelsea after Atlanta or something.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Hey, Atlanta and Atlanta.
Chelsea and Juve.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think you know how every year have a dark horse side, like it had the Monaco side, then it had the Ajax. I think Atalanta will be that dark horse. Cause they get Valencia.
Okay.
I think they'll go to the semis, but
And the Chrome Valencia.
yeah, the Chrome Valencia fall because they could score goals, and they can defend. And I think if they get a side in the semis, like if they get a side in the quarters, like who would? If they get Chelsea in the quarters, or then match up.
Chelsea in C in the quarters.
Mason
Oh, that's
Mount,
true.
Chelsea in C in
But
the
I mean,
quarters.
if Atalanta get a side like Dortmund, and Dortmund is terrible defensively, I think Dortmund will get past PSG in this thing here. I think Atalanta.
Dortmund PSG, that's when I finally balance size, you know.
Yeah,
We don't think that's going back to PSG? I think PSG could turn it over.
Haaland, yeah, I think
PSG could turn it over.
PSG will win 3-2, get knocked out on away goals. My
Yeah,
prediction.
basically, yeah. Well, back to
The final.
predictions. Quick before we go.
Liverpool Bayern.
Liverpool, I'd love to say. I'm going out on a limb, I'll say Man City Bayern.
Chelsea and Juve. Right? Mason Mountain versus Ronaldo.
What?
Yeah.
Scarlett is Lent, eh?
You guys heard it here first.
Scarlett is Lent.
This day, March 4th, 2020. Chelsea, Juve.
Can't even stop thinking about Bayern. Chelsea Bayern.
Chelsea, Juve. Well, guys, it was a good episode of Biased Bruddas. Even though it's just three of us, but we're still biased as ever. If you like this video,
But Atletico win the finals, or Atletico Atlanta for the finals.
Okay, I'll say it here. I'll go over between Liverpool and Atletico. I'll throw in my support behind. I think Atletico deserve it after 2014 and 2016.
I find you should support
Yeah,
Chelsea.
too far.
But if you like this video, guys, give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. If you didn't do that already, you should be subscribed by now. But if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Or don't subscribe, you just don't really care. But
Yeah.
subscribe if you care about us. And see you in the next episode of Biased Bruddas. Peace out.